we can now discuss. Oh, sorry, you can't hear me, and sorry for that. And I hope you can now. Let me know if you can hear me. It is quite interesting. I've been here this moment with Chigozendebo. Okay, you can as well hear me. Trusting that everything is set and all is well, of course. Get on with the discussion. You can hear me now. Could this be some network glitches? I hope you do hear me this hour. The discussion is focused on the realities on ground. Thank you once again for being part of the discussion. Yes, we are going to read out some tweets made by Mazi Simon, but he said, Emeka Anyaoku doesn't represent nor speak for Biafra people. He said, in fact, he doesn't believe in Biafra. His secretary generalship was given to him under a faulty and corrupt foundation, and he is struggling to maintain his status. And we are here to end anything Nigeria within Biafra land. Emeka Anyaoku can relocate to Nigeria and have his, of course, allies in the Wonderland new constitution. Nobody sent him. Ọkwa maka ịdọ aka n'ọnụ. Ọ bụ maka ịdọ aka n'ọnụ, so that nobody should blame the Biafran government in exile over whatever might possibly happen to them. This is coming from live and direct here. And I hope, of course, this is going to be an interesting moment with Frontline News this moment. This is the position of the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. He went further to say, to argue, that Emeka Anyaoku, why they use and eliminated Ezife, Obiozo, Iwanyawu, Ifanyoba, and now it is your turn. They have dragged you out from your shell of hiding and silence in the presence of the massacre of Biafrans in the southeast and south-south regions of Nigeria. Okay, he said you never condemn the killing of the people you claim to be speaking for. Whoever knows Emeka should want him to stay away, of course, from anything that will sabotage our freedom, or the wrath of the Lamb will fall on him. This is the position of the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. He has called on people, of course, who knows Emeka Anyaoku to warn him not to sabotage the cause of Biafra. Perhaps he believes that such statements coming from Emeka Anyaoku might possibly be, of course, a way of sabotaging the cause of Biafra. We always warn before calling on the gods to go after you. We will not warn him again. That is his submissions. He said, we are not going to warn Emeka Anyaoku again before we invoke the wrath of the gods of the Biafran land to do, of course, to go for vengeance or whatever he believes is necessary, if being perceived as the enemy of the supposed Biafra restoration. Well, let's know what is your own reactions regarding this. As I have rightly said, as you join us, kindly hit the like buttons. We apologize uh, for the technical issues experienced a few minutes of this program. We are very much aware that, of course, we are back on live and you can hear us loud and clear. Now you have the opportunity to react and, of course, respond to this discussion. Also, invite one of the analysts here, who, of course, will make his own contributions regarding this development. You are most welcome. This is Sunday, and of course, we are celebrating the new week altogether. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Chigozie.
Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, has warned Chief Emeka Anyaoku not to sabotage the cause of Biafra independence by his latest move calling for a new constitution of the Nigerian state.
Yes, America need to warn Emeka Anyaoku by a new constitution we want to give Nigeria to brought into the law. But let me just tell our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, to me, it's not everything that, it's not all fly that fly. He's just supposed to kill. Or when you kill the fly, you tell everybody that you kill the fly. It's when I use that word, that we know the system of Nigeria. There is certain thing you know that if you like kill Nigeria finish, that thing Nigeria cannot do. Number one, that Nigeria hates Igbos, that Biafran. They don't want to say that Igbo man bring the solution of problem of Nigeria. You know, this is what caused between Nigeria fight and Biafra war. When Odumegwu Ojukwu said that let's change constitution and let all the whole states to control their resources, they refuse. Is it now you see those politicians, they already eat like elephants? They would like to change constitution of Nigeria. The answer is no. That's why I say that it's not everything that talk Samanekwa will say, because Samanekwa already passed the level of that thing. Now, even though Nigeria want to do it, the Nigeria will bring constitution to bring the dead body of the Biafran that die. Because what we are doing now is something is life and death. Through the war, Biafra lose more than 3 million Biafrans. If they change constitution, those people will come back life again. The answer is no. And after the war till now, they are still killing Biafrans. If Emeka Anyaoku bring the thing, federal government agree with him to change it, they will raise the people, the family of the people Nigeria government kill. The answer is no. What we are fighting for is we are need to focus, achieve our Biafran. Let's forget cockroach or ant or whatever it is. The man you are seeing is that the person that benefit in the government, Nigeria government. It's not talking about the individual of Biafra man. Look at when Peter Obi come out as a president. Peter Obi come out is not for Igbo favor. He come out as a Nigerian. And we, the Biafran, say that we cannot support Peter Obi. Talk less of Anyaoku, we know that he cannot deliver anything. It's like water they are pouring on top of stone. He can't do anything. Let Samaneka just leave that mind. Like when Asadu Tokubo start talking, all those kind of people, you're not supposed to listen to them again. Focus and more action. That's what we need now. And currently now, as situation is going in Africa and in Nigeria, what we need, less talk and more action. That's what we need now. Let's forget this one say, this one say. Let's forget those one, because their own talk is not going anywhere. It's not helping. It's not helping the citizen. What we are getting in the Nigeria government is nothing. Okay, see the protest they just did. How many days now? Did the protest brought anything in Nigeria? The answer is no.
Unfortunately, it makes things more difficult.
Now, the day they are doing protest, that is the day they increase gas, that is the day they increase petrol, that is the day they increase many things. E show that Nigeria is not working. We that are staying in Nigeria here, we are survived by grace of God and the way we struggle. It's not, we are not putting eye for call those the vampire of Nigeria politicians. We no send them. Let them Emeka or whatever talk his own opinion. Everybody have his own opinion to say. Some people go like to follow him, some will not like to follow him. But my own happiness that millions of Biafran supporting to Biafra to go. That is my own happiness. It's not the time we say we have only few people or minor. No, now we have millions of people. Now they are supporting Biafra for diaspora in Nigeria. Even though the people they are enemy of Biafra, there are many of them that are supporting Biafra now. Let somebody can leave that man to me.
Now, another issue of concern, they claim to be concerned Nigerians or stakeholders, whatever they call themselves, but I have not seen Emeka Anyaoku react to the issues of killing, insecurity, especially where he comes from, the eastern region. People have been massacred, and as a patriotic claim to be, you have not addressed such issues of national concern. Not any time, of course, in history.
See, that's why I said that he's one of the politicians. He said what we favor. Remember what happened for Atiku when they killed that this girl for not this a Christian girl, that young lady,
Rebecca.
Rebecca. Atiku come outside and talk. You know what Nigeria government tell Atiku? What did Atiku do? Atiku
I
shut
mean,
up.
that is Deborah.
Deborah, yeah, Deborah. Atiku keep quiet because the people that control this government is what they call the vampires. Now, when Emeka Anyaoku try to say that, you know what the consequence will happen when Atiku said it. You see the rod of the north. Talk less of the Igbo man said this. No, 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 no. The reason why Nnamdi Kanu and Samanekwa and the majority of the Biafrans saying about the killing of this, what is going in the south is because of number one, they are not in the seat of the government of federal government of Nigeria, the terrorist country. Those people, they are genuine and the real freedom fighter, and the people, if they love their peoples, they are ready to fight for their people. These people that are eating the federal government in Nigeria, they don't have the mouth to say drop any word and say that they are cheating Igbo man in Nigeria. They never thought cheating. Talk less to say killing. No, 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 my brother. You know that all your resources, your investment, Nigeria government will do what? Will pull everything down. I don't know want to lose all those things. They cannot say this.
So you said that it's medicine after death, that Simon Ekpa, the prime minister, should concentrate, of course, in more of the actions as withdraw towards the 2nd of December, rather than being, of course, being distracted by whatever statement
Yes, yes.
coming. But don't you think that that could be a pervasive way of distracting him from his main focus of Biafra restoration?
You know, Nigeria politicians, they are fighting everything, every cause to bring Samanekpa down and Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. That's why they are bringing different strategies to know where this man will drop. That's why I tell focus, less talk and more action. Nigeria, what they need is action. Nnamdi Kanu already do the talk on. Let's what focus in action.
Wow, that is quite interesting. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for your wonderful submissions and opinion. Yes, according to Mr. Lawrence, it said that let's Simon Ipa, his advice to him is to less talk, more action. That it is needless, of course, engaging in exchange of words that much is expected of him at this time to deliver on this set mandate for the actualization of the Biafran state as we, of course, watch as things continue to unfold. What is your own position regarding the statement, of course, made by the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in Israel? He has given his own stance because he sees ahead what ordinary Nigerians on the street might not understand what is playing out. He may have, of course, he might be privy to certain informations that is very classical. Perhaps this could have informed his reason, of course, to make such statements at this time. It could not be misunderstood to be, of course, uh, not having a glimpse of what is happening. So he understood what he's doing, and of course, his calculation is to beat any move made by the Nigerian government or its instrumentality of sabotaging the cause of the Biafran's restoration. So for him to have come out to make such, perhaps some might be singing his praises. I mean, Emeka Anyaoku, but then the position of Simon Ekpa would have given some persons another thought, of course, to reconsider what could be the motive at this time, where has been Emeka Anyaoku over the years, over the supposed marginalization and suppression of his own people. The killings, of course, going on in Benue, in North, against humanity. He had not come out to address or hold the government accountable. Does he think that the Constitution amendment or review could solve the problem of insecurity, hunger, kidnapping, starvation, and economic somersaults? Well, it takes commitment and, of course, the political will and sincerity on the part of any responsible government uh, to navigate out of this quagmire. Do we see that happening? What will be the reaction of those who believe that Nigeria is their entity and, of course, they have benefited uh, massively because of the flawed system or the illegitimate document called the Constitution that gives them leverage over the population of this country. And of course, they could do whatever they can and get away with that because there is no system that supports accountability and holding them as well to account for the abuse or misappropriation of the public funds. What be that as it may, of course, Simon Ekpa has expressed his candid opinion regarding this and have said that this warning will not come again. We always warn before calling on gods to go after you. This is his statement. Could it mean that Chief Emeka Onyoko is on the spot and, of course, could be perceived by this action to be an enemy of the Biafra restoration? Well, only time will tell how far this goes and, of course, what might come out of this. But the reality remains that some persons will as well sabotage the cause of the constitution review because some believes that if it does not protect their interest, just as the vice president of Nigeria said that regional government under my feet. If by regional government is part of the, of course, suggested review of the constitution, it means some cabals might eventually kick against that. And at the end of the day, it will just be an effort in futility, wasted effort and resources. You have to wonder that what stopped you from adopting the Aburi Accord? The Aburi Accord should, of course, be relevant, or if they so desire to and have the sincerity to fix Nigerian problem, which I doubt. The comeback is also there after spending billions or tens of billions of naira by Jonathan dispensation. Such document was discarded and, of course, was not implemented. So, what is the need of calling for another review of the constitution, knowing fully well that what happens to others, reforms or whatever you call them, national conference, might eventually happen to the same call for rethinking the constitution. It is, of course, everybody agrees that the constitution does not reflect the will of the indigenous people or ethnic nationalities that forms the Nigerian state, or that was forced, of course, to be uh, integrated within Nigerian state. It was not the people's will, but the British usurped the people's rights and forced Nigeria on them. That is not natural. And of course, the people have the right to reject such if they so desire. And of course, this informs the reason why Simon Epa is calling on Chief Emeka Anyaoku that you are not speaking for the people, you are not in any way representing the Biafrans. That is only the Biafran Republic government in exile that has the mandate to address issues of importance and that borders on the existence, be it politically and otherwise, and of the Nigeria, of the Biafran people. And Chief Emeka Anyaoku is not one of those representatives of the people. And this is quite interesting. He said they have dragged you out from your shell of hiding and silence in the presence of the brutal massacre of the Biafrans. Of course, across South, South, and Southeast, you never condemn the killings of the people which you claim to be speaking for. By inference, is saying that the entire Biafrans, whom he represents as the Prime Minister, have rejected the position of Chief Emeka Anyaoku, and as such, it is non and void and does not reflect on the will of the people. So, as that should be considered as a sabotage or perhaps acting against uh, the tenets and beliefs of an average freedom fighter, as Simon Epa, of course, is in the light of these realities. Well, let's continue to watch and see how things happens. Simon Epa claims that Anyaoku might possibly end up in the net of Nigeria, having eliminated. According to him, he claimed that Ezife was eliminated, Obiozo was eliminated, Iwanya was Sam, and of recent Ifanyoba. Well, these are claims, of course, for me, that is not well funded or with evidence to that, but he might be making a case, and a very strong one for that matter, that haven't borrowed a leaf or learned from this or what happens to these people. He should reconsider his positions and steps at this very critical time so that he should not be seen or perceived to be an enemy or sabotaging the cause of the Biafran people. He should not, of course, eat more than he can chew or bite more than he can chew according to his position, except we will invoke the gods to go after him. We will not warn him again. This is his statement. Those who knows Chief Emeka Anyaoku should relay this statement uh, from the Prime Minister, the Biafran Republic government in Ezan, and of course, if he so desire, will have a rethink over this position and whatever happens becomes history. And of course, okay, this is a position, and of course, we have the next analyst who might want to express himself over this constitution review. How long will it take to review the constitution? People have been calling review the constitution, let there be regional governments, and some persons are saying no, we don't agree. So who will actually agree? You can understand that from this position that nothing will work out, of course, from this call for constitutional review. It might be in, of course, one of the best documents, but that will not be accepted because it might jeopardize the interests of certain persons or regions who believe, of course, their interests might be endangered in the course of discarding the current constitution, which was deliberately drafted to keep the entire masses in dark and, of course, control them uh, with the magic wands. And, of course, that is just what is happening, and it's quite disturbing indeed. Thank you for being part of this discussion. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, hello, sir. Your mic. Okay, thank you very much. We've been able to resolve that long ago. You can as well express yourself via the comment sections and let us know what you feel about what is happening and eventually what you think would have been the best alternative. Yes, don't consider this to be the right time to call that, or it's too late to call for constitution review. And what is the sincerity and commitment or political will on the part of this current administration to buy into such idea? Not that they don't know what needed to be done, but with that protects their interests, and of course that is no. And as much as it does not protect their interests, nobody cares to double into that. What drives them is their personal interest first, and not the interest to build a coherent nation driven by ideology, equity, fairness, and justice. So, under such situation or circumstances, it is imperatively very difficult to navigate through this wood. Of course, we understood that amidst this conflict of jettisoning the constitutions, some have preferred that the best option is to balkanize or dismember this country. Let every region control its resources. But some said, to hell with regional control. We must continue to hold onto power. And of course, as long as that will be in our interest, we will not accept any suggestion either to review the constitution or call for regional governments. You can understand the challenge before us, and then the way forward. This has been from the position of the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in Israel to strongly canvass for the independent state of Biafra. And to him, it is a point of no return. And those who think we are joking will be hit by the greatest surprise. This is the position of Simon Ekpa as he is consolidating on his uh, international lobbying for support for Biafra independence. And of course, the declaration that is fast approaching, according to him, is a date that has been fixed, scheduled, only waiting for time to unfold of some incredible adventures while we are watching and keep back, of course, as cross as things continue to unfold. Thank you once again. We will also want to express our profound, of course, gratitude for the privilege to be here this moment in this platform. Frontline News. Kindly hit the like buttons, share to every platform, and give us a thumbs up, of course. Turn on the notification button so that you can get our videos whenever they are uploaded or whenever we have opportunity to discuss here once again. Bye, and do have a very fruitful week ahead.